You seemed pretty confident on Q&A yesterday that the US was heading for a considerable period of growth with low inflation. What made you so confident about that?
Well, my main point to Mr. Espiner was that just because they've got low levels of interest rates doesn't mean that they can't grow. My point was there's a lot of capacity in their economy. So that when we asked the Chairman of the Federal Reserve about inflation outlooks, he was not concerned about inflation. And that's because if you look at their labour markets, there's a huge amount of excess capacity. You look at their building construction markets, there's lots of excess capacity. So, personally, if you want my view, I think what's going to happen in the United States and Europe is you are going to see a period where they are going to have to take on board the medicine, and that is eventually get back into a more balanced budget position. But I don't think it's going to be instant, and I don't think it's going to be overnight. Personally, I don't think this is 2008, 2009. It feels vastly different to me, as I said to you last week, and I think that was actually vindicated by the fact of what you saw in the markets, 3 up days and 2 down days. Look, I've been in those markets, and I'll tell you now, when you trade in August in New York, it's like trading on the 28th of December in New Zealand. I had 2,000 people on the floor in New York when I was there. You'd be lucky if 150 to 200 of them were there in August. They're very volatile markets. You've got program traders pushing the markets around and real money accounts basically sitting there on holiday in the Hamptons.
But if they're going to be taking that medicine, surely it means stagnant growth.
Yeah, but not necessarily. I mean, you know, we ourselves are sort of cutting our expenditure, but actually overall doesn't mean the private sector can't pick things up. I mean,
our government debt isn't 70% of GDP.
No, but their interest rates are so low. Actually, their funding requirement of that is next to nil, isn't it? I mean, the yield curve is moderately upward sloping, but not very much.
And it's hard to find investment though if interest rates are so low.
Well, I don't know. See, that's the issue, isn't it? I mean, all I'm saying, yeah, I think it's different. We'll see. I mean, in due course. I mean, as I've said, we're not immune to the rest of the world, but just from all the things that I see, we look in a lot better shape. I genuinely think we're in a lot better shape than most other countries. I mean, our unemployment rate's steady coming down, our benefit numbers are coming down. Australia's kicked up last week.
But the argument is that our exporting partners are not in good shape. We may be in great shape, but we still are, we're an export economy, aren't we?
Yep.
So if they're going to be stagnant for perhaps a decade with very little growth, then surely it is going to hurt.
That's true, but they've been just as stagnant in the first quarter of this year, and we grew at 0.8%. So, yeah, look, there's no getting away from the fact if the US and Europe are in better condition and they're consuming more and their consumers feel more confident, then that helps us because that helps global growth. I'm not arguing against that. But I tell you now, the one I worry about is China. If there's a problem in China, then worry, because that's what affects Australia and that's what affects New Zealand. But all the numbers we see on China at the moment, for the most part, are still very, very robust.
So Australia doesn't worry?
Well, Australia's 100% correlated to China. Let's go and ask their macro forecasting team at the Reserve Bank. About half of them in the Australian Reserve Bank are focused on China. That's because that's their market. So look, in the end of the day, I'm not saying these other countries don't matter, but a huge amount of growth coming out of Australia is fueled by what's happening in China. A big part of our market is China and Asia demand in general. And overall, we still see a very strong picture there. I mean, that's why we've got this big focus on China, on India, on Indonesia, on Malaysia, and on Asia in general, to pick up some of the slack that we're possibly hurting us in the US and Europe.